Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. StrafeGal. Jump back in here with some more Chrono Trigger. We just defeated the Reptite layer, the Black Tyranno layer, kind of in this bleak, ancient past between Prehistoria and the Middle Ages. And everything looks kind of bleak, but then we find this Skyway. And now we see there's something else. We see some familiar faces right off the bat. We see Masa, or Mune. We see a strange little blue-haired boy. The black wind howls. One among you will shortly perish. The fastest healing tiles in the game. So yeah, we just talk to some people, we find some random situations here. Not a whole lot going on, all things considered. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Kind of a weird little town that we don't get much out of. Another land bridge. Just as a little spoiler, we are totally going back to that town in just a minute, but I want to actually do this in the right order. Because it's kind of neat. It's one of the few actual, like, little puzzles in the game. And it's a good thing to do on your first trip through Zeal. Go to Kajar, magical city. They do experiments. Those lacking magic have always lived beneath the clouds as the earthbound ones. They tell us a little bit more about a boy named Janus. Can't sell us load shields. Find out about the Sun Keep. Ancient rainbow shell and the sunstone to create incredible weapons. Not finding the thing I was looking for yet. Balthasar is truly a genius. Naughty New hid them. The gurus of life, time, and reason live in Zeal. Their skill and knowledge is supreme. Water summons wind. Wind makes the fire dance. Okay. There's a black rock inside there. The first little hidden puzzle. I love that it's so simple. That one makes complete sense and is easy to come by. You know, you find out about it in that area. I'll also note right there, you see over on the right there, the little blue pyramid, which we've seen in 1000, is it 1000 AD or 600? Or both. It's shown up before. It's over in the Village of the Mystics. Just kind of a neat little thing. So yeah, this is a concept I very much like. The whole magic continent floating above and the kind of pedant world below is really cool, and it's something that I'm actually planning on utilizing in a tabletop campaign here in the future setting I'm writing on. So we go back here and we do the same combination, water, wind, fire, and we get this. Now, hopefully we'll be able to be careful with careful enough with this. Six news. Okay, so 3 of these news, those 2 and 1 other, do always reduce your party's hit points to 1. The other 3 always do 1 damage. Crap. I was not expecting there to be that much. Okay, we're good. They have a lot of hit points. I did not remember that or realize that, at least. I should have brought Marley along, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. It'll be fine. At least we got this. This is still 3 good people to get a bunch of tech points on. News give really good tech points if you didn't figure that out from the thing earlier. So Robo's dead. Frog's at 1. So we need to get Robo back up. Heal everyone. Basically, as long as you don't leave your health at 1, you'll never die. It's a really weird fight. wish I brought Marley and Luca. Or Marley or Luca, at least. Probably not both. Because... yeah. We really need to focus down these other two that can reduce your health to 1. There we go. That is much more manageable, because the other ones here, only the bottom center one now is going to be able to reduce our health to 1. Once that one's gone, these guys are basically just free pickings. Probably should have done, or could have done spin cut there, but I'm hoping to wrap the rest of this up pretty quick, since we're spamming lightning 2 here. There we go. So Chrono's got a long way to go on his. Frog's actually made some good progress, though. Let's switch up and do... we need to get Marley in here. She really needs to get some more tech. We're not actually going to get a chance to get much here. Give Frog that, and we'll save the speed tab and switch it over for Robo, probably, or Luca. I haven't given any to Luca yet, might as well. I don't think there's actually gonna be any fights for the rest of this time, but we'll see. So this next section is basically just story. There's one fight, but you actually can lose it and continue. Let's see if I can do this without failing. Let me open the first section with side quests. While the concepts here with the sky bridge and stuff are cool, it's a very frustrating section to just walk through. Like having to go back to a house from the other city is just, or from Kajar, was very annoying. Okay, Zeal Palace. They're building the Ocean Palace to extract power. We discovered the news scratch point. Yes, that's actually a thing. Gaspar, the guru of time, continues his work on some destiny. He's creating a chrono trigger or time egg or something. No one has seen him for ages. So there's our title drop. Even Balthazar is gone after designing the Blackbird and the Ocean Palace. How strange that the three gurus who guide Zeal have all disappeared. This leads to the Hall of the Mammon Machine. Creepy. We need to actually talk to the right people before we go in there. This connects to the Queen's Hall. This will take you to the bedroom. Okay, so we go back here. We get a cool scene. Scala. You're back, Janus. Is there something wrong? The Black Wind. She looks like our mother, but inside she's changed. I still can't. Sorry, Janus. Oh, who might you be? Alex just tells us to go away. Hop over here real quick. I don't think there's actually anything here. Scala's pendant was made from the same red rock as the Mammon Machine. When she chants, the pendant glows. So Zeal is where everything starts coming together. I wonder how Old Man Melchior is. Humans are so odd. I want to be the wind massa. Oh, you will be someday. Big sister Doreen? Yeah, that's because she likes dreams. I like the wind better. Whoosh. The Queen's aide Dalton was put in charge of the Ocean Palace until some traveling prophet took over. He was in a bad mood, so you should avoid him. Ask the Queen or the Gurus if you want to know about the Mammon Machine or the palace. They probably won't give you the time of day. So much cool little nods there to everything else, and even more than we realize at this point in time. We see a door. We see a pendant. And it opens the door. Won't budge. So, we've been told our pendant looks like Scala's, and that Scala charges her pendant made of the same red rock as the Mammon Machine. Makes me really curious since the they are the evildoers I warned you about. Prophet looks kind of familiar. And Dalton summons a golem. We can fight it. If we lose, it's okay. It's a very long and somewhat frustrating fight. So I'm thinking we're probably just gonna go ahead and get wrecked by it on purpose. Or by accident. Yeah, this is a fight you're supposed to lose. And you can technically win, but it doesn't give you much beyond just XP and stuff. So... it's kind of neat. Every attack you do to him adds to his arsenal. There we go. So that's a lot of damage. Fear not, you won't die immediately, that is. What a delicious diversion. She is crazy. Let us rescue them. Don't worry about me. They might just be able to rescue the gurus. And if you can, rescue Malkier. He was sent to the Mountain of Woe for opposing the Queen. Please, you have to help him. I'm afraid I can't allow it. Your meddling tires me. You'll just have to despair. I'll spare them, but in return you will cooperate. Show me how you came here. Okay. I want you to seal the portal shut. Their lives are at stake. Okay, we go back, and then Scala seals the time rift. Please forgive me. Design on the doors as this pendant opens somewhere else. Okay. So we're gonna do a bit of jumping around. There's all the sealed doors in the future. However, that medallion opens something else. All of those black treasure chests that we found, mostly in 680 and 1080, have that design on them as well. Oh crap. Oh. That would have been extremely frustrating and a little embarrassing. It doesn't heal you after the golem fight automatically. think there's several side quests we can do at this point. There's one for sure. Okay, so we're gonna do HP MP restored there. Talk to Gaspar. I recall someone working on such a device. The Wings of Time, I believe he called it. I hate he became a tad psychotic, spending so much time doing research. Okay, so I believe we need to go to... Is that the only 681? Yeah. Now, we can't get to most of the side quests at this point. However, we can get to those treasure chests. Several of them, at least. So what we're gonna do... Trying to remember where all of them are. There's one. Something is reacting independent. Take it? No. Now we have to do this with every single item in order to get the correct version of them. It's kind of weird. So what we're gonna do is go through to all of those little spots. Oh, that one didn't react. We may have just lost one then. Oh well. Pretty sure we still can't get into the modern palace yet, but let's at least get all of these triggered. Then we'll go through and get all of the neat stuff. Now, speed tabs are just in general, a very rare and precious commodity, so that's still worth getting. Oh, crap. I think we missed one thing. No, we should be good. We should be good. Is it the Elder's house? Yes. There we go. Okay, so we go through, tap all those items. I will say this is much easier once we get our faster method of time travel, which we're coming up close to. I'm gonna double check real quick here to make sure there's not anything that I'm not thinking about. Is that... yeah, magic tab. This is one of the things that frustrates me. To the right is a weapon which increases strength. The left is protective gear which will guard your life. 15,000 years is a long time, Balthazar. I shall see you soon. Okay. So, normally I get the safe helm, but I normally don't do it this early. This is actually the first time I've ever done these the treasure chest side quests this early in the run. So, I'm thinking this is actually going to be a lot more useful because I can't actually get the final sword for quite a while. But this is usable by anyone, and it's really good. Physical damage is cut by 1/3 against that target. Now, you only get one option. The other one is a sword that's also really good. For Chrono. I know we don't have to go this way. I am choosing to go this way. It may seem silly, but I don't want to run all the way back through the time section. And are there no monsters? I'm slightly sad. I was intending to kill some monsters. Oh well, whatever. Monsters! It was my intention to hopefully get a little bit more tech points here for Marley again. The stuff I really would like her to have is several down. I forgot about that one. Well, that was a good choice. I totally forgot that treasure chest was in there, and it's possibly one of the most valuable things there that we're finding. The dash ring is like +6 speed, and I believe the wall ring is plus like 20 magic defense or something stupid like that. Okay. Oh, that's right. We haven't been here in a while. I think that's the only one we're getting right now. Yeah. The last one will be later, which is the actual final armor upgrade for her. That's not right. Can we go into the palace? I'm pretty sure we just get kicked out if we go in the palace. I don't know if I've ever actually been in or done anything in this house. It looks like this is like a tutorial house. I don't know how I missed that every single time I played this game. There we go. Blue vest powers up, found blue mail. So, if we had opened the treasure chest in the past first, or opened it in the present without going back and recharging it, we would get the blue vest. Because we went to the past, waited, and powered it up, we now have blue mail, which absorbs water magic and has tons of defense. This is like endgame armor. So we now have 3 suits of superpowered armor. One that absorbs shadow, one that absorbs lightning, and one that absorbs water. I forgot Isla's that high level, but it's frustrating because she doesn't have as much tech as everyone else. We'll go for it. Should use the magic tab on Frog before I switched. Oh well. And unfortunately, because I opened this box in the past first, I think it's now gone in the future. Or in the present, rather. Marley's gonna glow for the rest of the game. Or whoever is the squishiest person in our party. Specifically, the squishiest healer in the party. That's right, it's blocked off. We find out that the queen is dead. We're allowed to wander the castle. And we got red mail. So we can now absorb fire magic. which is really the most important one in the long run, but is... yeah. We're also going to be able to go back now into the past and get all of those items again. I'm trying to remember what happens if we do this. Like, I don't want to trigger this cutscene. I'm very worried about starting something here. Let's pop out real quick. And save. Because I haven't saved since I started this video. Whoops! I'm gonna go talk to the king. Okay. Progress the story a little bit with that. There's going to be more coming up. As that goes on. So we're going to pop back to 600 AD one more time. Pick up all those vests, which... I thought it was 6. Oh well. At some point, we're gonna have to switch her up to the actual mail items. But for now, I think we're good. Ball ring is 20, yeah, 10 magic defense. So, we're gonna have to fight that golem boss again in a little bit. Let me double check how much Gato gives for tech points. One. No. We're gonna be beating Gato up several times later. I'm gonna need a bunch of silver points to get an item. So, going back and getting the vests isn't super important, because they are strictly inferior, but it lets you do something really powerful, which is equip your entire party to be highly resistant or immune to a single thing. So for example, if we were to, let's say, to give a very non-specific example, go fight that golem again, who copies your specific weakness, or who copies the energy type you use. Like in this case, if we were to equip everybody with fire-resistant armor, and then only use fire attacks against him, that might result in him not being able to do much at all. There are other bosses that specifically use one element or very limitedly use others. Oops, one more. So yeah, the vests are not nearly as powerful as the mail, but I think they're still better than what we've got as far as fire resistant stuff goes. Ruby vest, red vest. So it's still better than the ruby vest. Actually, it's exactly the same as the ruby vest, never mind. I'm less concerned now. There is a ruby mail that we're going to be able to possibly go get. I'm going to go check the past real quick. This is apparently the bookkeeping episode. Or the backtracking episode. I didn't want to just end it because there wasn't really anything going on beyond just exploring Zeal a little. And the 2 fights, so yeah. Over here. I mean, I guess it's nice because we'll have resistance, or armor that gives us partial resistance to each element. So we've got one for each now. So all of the vests are on par with the ruby vest that we just got rid of. But they absorb, but they resist whatever element they're assigned to. So just some elemental affinity stuff going on. And the rest of it is just, the males are amazing. And getting those this early in the game is probably a bit out of what we should be doing. Everyone has equal speed right now, which means I don't need to worry as much. I'm gonna pop back into prehistoric real quick before we go to the future. Because prehistoric has... I basically just want to double... Oh, this is gonna be annoying. We have to run back through the level. Oh well. I just want to see if Prehistoric has the equipment that I mentioned, if they've upgraded their shop or not. I don't. I doubt they have, but if they have, it's worth it. So. It'll be a good option for our third-party member if we do end, or second and third-party members, if we go. Yeah, I don't think this is it. Yeah. Oh, hey. Okay. So yeah, there's a ruby mail you can get there later, which is, I'm assuming, more on par with the mail armors that we just got, as far as defense goes. It's just not absorb, it's resist. So, should be good to get, but we don't need to get it immediately. We have 4 sections to go before we get anywhere near where we're gonna need it. 3 or 4. I mostly just want it for Son of Sun. Okay, so we're gonna do HPMP restore here. I think we're gonna go with this because as much as I like Luca, she really is dependent on having that Taban armor, and until I'll start using her again once we get yeah, let's go. Just for this next section. I want her to have the silver stud. Actually, I take that back. We're gonna give her the silver earring and leave the silver stud on Chrono. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Once again, this ended up kind of being progress the story and then go do a bunch of side quest stuff. So hopefully you still enjoyed it. We'll be following up next time, going into the future to get the doors and finding our next step in our quest. So make sure you pop back in next time. If you're enjoying this, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.